of guidance: educational, vocational, and personal, nature and objectives at elementary and secondary levels. Pay 8. B. Odisha B.Ed and Education Honors. Types of guidance: educational, vocational, and personal. 1. Introduction. Guidance is an essential support system provided to learners to help them navigate the various challenges they face during their academic journey. Students at both the elementary and secondary levels go through physical, emotional, academic, and social changes. Therefore, they need continuous and systematic guidance to make the right decisions in personal, academic, and career aspects of life. The three most important types of guidance in a school setting are: educational guidance, vocational guidance, personal guidance. Each type plays a distinct role and has specific objectives suited to the developmental stage of the child, whether at the elementary level, class I to 8, or secondary level, class 9 to 12. 2. Concept of guidance. Before exploring the types, it is essential to understand what guidance means. According to Jones, guidance is the help given by one person to another in making choices and adjustments and in solving problems. Guidance is individual centered, developmental in nature, lifelong and continuous, aimed at enabling self direction. 3. Major types of guidance. I. Educational guidance. A. Nature of educational guidance. Educational guidance refers to the assistance provided to students to help them make appropriate academic decisions, develop good study habits, adjust to school environment, and overcome academic difficulties. It focuses on choice of subjects and courses, managing learning difficulties, improving study habits, enhancing academic achievement, developing motivation and interest in learning. B. Objectives of educational guidance. A. At elementary level, help children adjust to school for the first time. Identify learning difficulties early, like dyslexia, dyscalculia. Encourage development of basic study habits. Assist in building reading, writing, and numerical skills. Guide children with special educational needs. B. At secondary level, assist in subject selection, example science, arts, commerce. Help plan academic goals and manage time. Provide remedial support in weak areas. Guide students in preparing for board exams. Encourage participation in co-curricular activities. Develop critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. C. Importance of educational guidance. Reduces academic stress and failure. Promotes self-learning and motivation. Helps students in goal setting. Supports inclusive education. Prepares students for higher education. 2. Vocational guidance. A. Nature of vocational guidance. Vocational guidance is the process of helping individuals choose a suitable occupation, prepare for it, enter into it, and progress in it. It aims at matching the individual's interests, abilities, and personality with the requirements of a profession. It includes understanding career options, identifying one's skills and aptitudes, planning for future employment, learning about job market trends, building vocational skills. B. Objectives of vocational guidance. A. At elementary level, expose children to the world of work through stories, role play. Develop awareness about different jobs in society. Identify early interests and talents. Create positive attitudes toward work. B. At secondary level, Help students in choosing a career path after class 10 or 12. Guide them in selecting vocational or academic streams. Provide information about entrance exams, scholarships, colleges. Help in preparing for competitive exams or skill-based training. Support students in developing employability skills. C. Importance of vocational guidance. Prevents career confusion and frustration. Reduces unemployment and underemployment. Helps students make realistic career choices. Encourages self-employment and entrepreneurship. Assists in preparing for future job roles. 3. Personal guidance. A. Nature of personal guidance. Personal guidance is concerned with helping the individual to solve emotional, psychological, moral, social, and health-related problems. It helps students understand themselves and adjust better to life situations. It includes emotional adjustment, family and peer relationship support, personality development, stress and anxiety management, health and hygiene awareness. B. Objectives of personal guidance. A. At elementary level, assist children in adjusting to school and teacher expectations. Promote healthy emotional expression. Guide in developing social skills and good habits. Help overcome issues like bullying, shyness, and separation anxiety. Foster a sense of security and belonging. B. At secondary level, help manage adolescent issues, identity, mood swings, peer pressure. Address emotional conflicts related to love, friendship, family. Prevent involvement in addiction, crime, or antisocial behavior. Provide sexuality and reproductive health education. Encourage development of self-esteem and moral values. C. Importance of personal guidance. Supports mental and emotional well-being. Promotes healthy interpersonal relationships. Encourages self-discipline and ethical behavior. Helps in character development. Prevents emotional breakdowns and suicidal tendencies. 4. Comparison of objectives at different levels. Type of guidance. Elementary level objectives. Secondary level objectives. Educational. Build basic skills, detect learning difficulties. Subject selection, board exam preparation. Vocational. Exposure to world of work. Career planning, vocational stream selection. Personal. Social and emotional adjustment. Coping with adolescence, personality growth. 5. Interrelationship among the three types. These types of guidance are not separate, they overlap and support each other. A student who is emotionally unstable, personal guidance, will not perform well academically, educational guidance. A student who lacks clarity about career, vocational guidance, will feel confused and anxious, personal guidance. A child failing in studies, educational, may lose confidence and develop low self-esteem, personal. Thus, an effective guidance program must combine all three types and address students holistically. 6. Role of teachers in providing these types of guidance. Role. Function. Observer. Identify signs of stress, confusion, or poor performance. Advisor. Offer support in study plans, subject selection, career paths. Counselor. Provide emotional support and mentoring. Facilitator. Arrange workshops, career fairs, orientation programs. Referral agent. Connect students to specialists when required. 7. Challenges in providing guidance in Odisha schools. Lack of trained counselors. Teachers are overburdened. Limited awareness among students and parents. Cultural taboos around mental health and career talk. Infrastructure gaps in rural schools. 8. Suggestions for improvement. Include guidance and counseling training in B.Ed. Courses. Appoint full-time counselors in secondary schools. Introduce career and life skills education. Conduct parental workshops for awareness. Integrate guidance in school timetable and curriculum. 9. Conclusion. In modern education, guidance is not optional, it is essential. Educational, vocational, and personal guidance must be provided continuously and inclusively at both elementary and secondary levels to nurture students into capable, self-reliant, and well-adjusted individuals. Each type of guidance plays a vital role in shaping a student's journey from their first day at school to their entry into the adult world. A well-planned and implemented school guidance program ensures that no child is left behind in academics, career, or emotional well-being.